second dive was a proper dive. It was called China Shop, and it wasn't there.
Soon.
Somewhere out there, China Shop we did, and which is quite a nice dive. Hey boys.
This morning we did our first dive at 7 a.m. Shotgun. It was quite a strong current, and we've been introduced to the diving hook. So when we go down deep and it's a very strong current, we hook onto a rock and drift back.
So the second dive we had today on day 2 was called Castle Rock, and it's basically the rock's about 5 metres below the surface, and we dived to about 20 metres, but the currents there were extremely strong, so it was all a little bit scary. Rob got lost, couldn't hang on to the reef rope, and he ended up surfacing and getting picked up by a different boat. But it was pretty interesting. It's pretty scary when you've never done that sort of thing before, but it was exhilarating.
And who was his buddy then, Mel?
You were.
No, you're his buddy.
No, you and I.
I'm Brad's buddy.
Well, why doesn't he hold on to my rope then?
All right.
I was locked in.
So here we are. This is we're about to do a night dive, but our last dive was the best one we've done so far. Crystal Rock, which is a rock formation that's slightly above the surface. It's been the easiest dive so far in terms of currents. So we had the only night dive of the trip so far, and probably the only one, and that was at Kililawa Bay, right here. Mal almost stepped on a turtle at the very end.
So this morning's 7 o'clock dive was called Golden Passage. What else did we see on that dive? But it was really nice and relaxed, wasn't it?
There's a big school of fish that swim by us from all. That'll be inserted right about now.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, if I decide to overlay it.
second dive of day 3, we went to Batu Bolong. It was very risky, and there was a bit of concern on the deck.
We said 50-50, wasn't it, Dive? 50 alive or dead.
50% chance you're going to live, 50% chance you're going to die. So we motored around for a little bit, and strangely enough, the water seemed to become calmer.
1, 2, 3, go!
We just done our 3rd dive of the day. Well, my 2nd dive, but the other guys have done 3 dives. We went to a place called Secret Garden, which is a bit south of where we've been previously. So the water's a bit colder. You get affected by the Pacific Ocean up here. The visibility wasn't great. It was pretty murky, about probably 5 to 7 metres of visibility.
At 5:45 we set off for a sunset walk up a peak, and it was very steep climb. What's the steps?
890 steps.
800, yeah, there you go, 890 steps. It was quite, and it was humid too, so we were all sweaty. But we got up to the top, and the sunset was absolutely spectacular. So 7 a.m, day 4, we went off for our Komodo encounter. Anyway, we were watching this one Komodo trying to get up the tree, and he was scratching in this gap in the tree, and we thought, I don't know what it was looking for, maybe ants. And then another Komodo came, scratched as well, got the other one out of the way. Anyway, around the corner when this was all happening, another Komodo, big male, jumped on this female, got hold of the throat, and really had a good go at it. And I thought it had killed it, because the female just went motionless. And I asked the guide, is it dead? Is Komodo dead? And he said, yeah. Anyway, it turned out it wasn't dead.
So we went to a dive spot today, which was dive number 1.
Moana, was it?
Moana. And basically it's famous for where manta rays clean themselves or get fish to clean them. And they come back, they need to clean themselves very regularly. But when we arrived, I only snorkeled, which was actually quite good. So day 4, we did our second dive, was a dive on this island on the other side along the wall. It was a drift dive. We were literally drifting along at a speed like this the whole way.
So we're on Pink Sand Beach, which is a atoll in the middle of pretty much nowhere. You can only come here at low tide, and it's pretty astounding actually. There's these pink rocks that make the colour of the beach pink.
And there's Rob and Grant doing a selfie.
You guys want to have a picture?
Alrighty.
So day 4, dive 3 this afternoon was at 3:45, and Chuck and I had giant stride entry into the water off the back of the boat with our instructor, and we get down to about 15 meters and we have to cross over the sandbar right in the middle of the channel in between the island that Rob spoke about, dive 2, and the main island. And as we come across the sandbar, then we start to get the corals, lots of sea life. We're seeing sharks, we're seeing turtles, and then one I haven't seen very often at all, it's a cuttlefish, a big orange cuttlefish was kind of dancing in front of us, and we followed him up onto the ledge, and he had a mate, and they both kind of like did this dance together in front of us as a big sea turtle crossed behind them, so that was quite spectacular. And then we left them and went along the coral wall, then back across the sandbar, and we came up, lo and behold, right at the boat.
Day 5, last day, first dive. We dived the little sibling of this island behind me. Incredibly fertile biodiversity.
So it was the last dive, day 5, with just Rob and I diving. Mal and Grant went for a snorkel.